Class is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hi, everyone, and thank you for joining our August Maryland, D.C. Broker Roundtable on key tips for staying in compliance, hosted by our Maryland and D.C. broker, Joe Quinn. Before we begin, I want to remind everyone that by referring an agent to Allison James, you can earn a monthly or yearly residual income. For the first 3 agents you refer, you will receive a 10% override. When you refer 4 to 20 agents, you receive 15%. When you refer more than 20, you receive 20%. Now, 10, 15, and 20% of what? Well, that's where our 3 plans come into play. First, we have Plan A. Plan A is $3,950 for the entire year. On this plan, agents keep 100% of their commission. Therefore, if you refer an agent and they join us on Plan A, you will receive $395 per year. Next, we have Plan B. Plan B is $395 per month. Agents also keep 100% of their commission with this plan option as well. If you refer an agent who joins us on Plan B, you will receive $39.50 a month. Lastly, we have Plan C. Plan C is $35 a month. If the agent you refer joins on Plan C, you receive $3.50 per month. Now, I know that doesn't sound like a lot, but there's more with this plan. With Plan C, agents pay a $360 transaction fee for each transaction they close, and you, as the referring agent, will also receive 10% of the transaction fee for each and every transaction they close. So if they close a transaction every month, you're earning an extra $36 a month plus the $350, which now brings your total to $39.50 a month. If you need marketing materials to refer other agents to Allison James, please go to Allison James University and click on the Referrals tab. From there, you will find marketing materials with more information on Allison James that you can show to other agents. If you have any questions in regards to this, please email us at support@ajicorporate.com. With that being said, I would now like to pass it over to Joe Quinn. Hi, Joe.
Hello everyone. Welcome to our first Maryland DC Roundtable. These roundtables will be brief. Today I'm going to talk with you about compliance. Compliance is a word that can take us in so many different directions. However, I just want to talk about a few items today that I believe you need to hear because it's an update or we are lacking of. Let's start with SkySlope. SkySlope is the program where we upload our signed documents to the broker, which is me. Documents must be uploaded within 48 hours of receipt. I will review the documents for completeness and accuracy, and incomplete or incorrect items or documents must be promptly corrected and returned to me as your broker. Prior to close of every escrow, you must obtain the broker approval and receive the appropriate commission disbursement authorization form, also known as your CDA form. Remember, your file must be complete to receive compensation. If your payment is received by, if you receive compensation, if payment is received by corporate and there is no file uploaded to SkySlope, or the file is incomplete and unapproved by your broker, you will be assessed a fine of 25% of your commission. That should be incentive enough to get these files completed ahead of time. In SkySlope, it's about time in Maryland checklist is now going to be updated this week. DC checklist will soon thereafter. These updates should make it easier to understand to complete all required items to help stay compliant. Please note, there are a few new items added that will be required. Once the new checklist is uploaded, I will let you know so you can view it on SkySlope. Some examples of the new required items that will be required on the listing side will be the financial condition property disclosure, lockbox addendum, notice to buyer and seller's buyer's rights to property condition, notice to disclosure of deferred water and sewer charges. Yes, some of these items should already been on the checklist. That's why we're making these corrections. On the transaction side, if you're working with or writing an offer for a buyer, you must complete the consumer notice to buyer of residential real estate in Maryland. It's basically a information for the buyer. The main reason I'm going to require this form is they're updating this form with a clause about wire fraud through email. Agents, this is a huge deal. I just heard from one of our competitors just the other day. Buyer was scammed $80,000. The scammer actually sent an email to the buyer using the buyer's agent's email address. Agents should never pass or give instructions regarding wire funds. Please take this very seriously and tell your clients to double check with the closing company by phone that the wire instructions are correct. Let's move on to another subject. Advertising. Advertising, including but not limited to the following: newspapers, magazines, mass mailings, faxes, emails, internet, television programs, ads, flyers, postcards, newsletters, for sale signs, writers, billboards, and your business cards. All advertising must be approved by your broker before your placement or use. Maryland law requires that all advertisement includes your name listed on your pocket card or your license and the name of the company, Allison James Estates and Homes. Both agent name and company name must be clearly placed in the ad. These regulations are to minimize consumer confusion. If a person is able to quickly identify the licensee and the company for whom the licensee works, the ad would most likely be accepted to the Real Estate Commission. If not, the ad may be considered misleading. If you, the agent, display your personal telephone, cell number, or web address in the advertisement, the office telephone number must be listed as well. The purpose for this rule is to provide the consumer with direct access to the broker or manager without having to contact the agent first. Additionally, with Maryland law and the National Association of Realtors, Code of Ethics prohibits licensees and realtors from advertising in a misleading, untruthful manner. In other words, you must be careful at all times to present a true, accurate picture in your advertising and representations to the public. With respect to the Equal Housing Opportunity logo, federal law dictates that all advertisements should include the Equal Housing Opportunity logo and recommends that realtors also use the realtor logo. Last subject I want to talk about today, open houses. In Maryland, when conducting an open house, you must display the open house disclosure form. This must be printed in color with no alterations whatsoever and must be displayed in a vertical display. If you have any questions or would like to discuss any of these compliance rules in more depth, please contact me. That's all I have today. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you, everyone, so much for joining us on Maryland DC Broker Roundtable. Of course, a special thank you to Joe for putting together such a great topic and presentation. We will see you all next month for another Maryland DC Broker Roundtable, where we will be discussing separating yourself from the competition and increasing your success. Thanks again for joining, and I hope you all have a wonderful week. Bye, everyone.